Welcome to this week's segment of Pet of the Week. Joining me now live in studio is Georgie Taylor from the Humane Society of Schuyler County with our featured furry friend, Mama Abby. Thank you both for coming out today.
Of course. Mama Abby's happy to be here.
Tell me a little bit more about her.
So Mama Abby came to us as a stray. She arrived with 3 adorable little kittens in tow.
Aww.
They have all been adopted, and so now Mama Abby is looking for her new home. She would love a new home for the new year. Mama Abby is between 1 year and 2 years old, maybe, a year and a half or so. She seems to get along well with other cats. She's a very easygoing gal, pretty laid back, and we don't know how she is with dogs. I imagine, a quiet house or a house with maybe older kids would suit Mama Abby well. She tested negative for feline leukemia. However, she did test positive for feline FIV. So we would suggest that Mama Abby go to a home where she's the only cat, or she's in a household with other pretty laid-back cats. But she is an absolutely delightful girl. She's all spayed, she's got all her vaccinations, and she is all ready for her new home for the holidays.
That's awesome. And do you think she'd be a good fit for maybe kids or
maybe older kids?
Older kids?
Maybe older kids, yeah.
And, for her with other animals, I know we mentioned dogs and maybe other laid-back cats, or maybe being the only cat. Do you think Mama Abby would just maybe like to be just the star of the show, or would any animal kind of work with her?
She seems to be pretty flexible with other animals. She doesn't need to be the one and only necessarily, but other laid-back cats would be appropriate. And she is very playful. She loves to play with her catnip toys. She loves to sit by the window and watch the birds. And her favorite is Temptation's treats.
Of course. Well, that's my cat's favorite as well. And Georgie, before we go, I just want you to tell us a little bit about, we were talking about the 12 days of Christmas, more like 14 for you. Tell us a little bit about the surprise that you got this weekend.
Exactly. It was 14 days of Christmas for us at the Humane Society of Schuyler County. A couple days before Christmas, we got a phone call about an abandonment situation where 6 to 8 cats were suspected of having been abandoned when their owners moved out, left them behind in a rental property. And much to our dismay, actually, it's now 14 cats.
Wow.
So between December 23rd and the 26th, we've actually taken in 14 cats. We're still working to get the last few remaining. We think there are a few more in at the property. So while that may not seem to be a huge number for many shelters, for a small shelter, that's
a significant number.
It is. It's quite an influx. So everybody needs veterinary care. They need to be spayed and neutered, medicated. So we certainly would appreciate any donations if anyone is interested in donating to their care or the care of any of the other animals at the shelter.
Well, Georgie, thank you so much. Mama Abby, thank you so much for coming out today. And if you would like to adopt Mama Abby or support the Humane Society of Schuyler County, you can do so at the number on your screen right there. You can also stop on by. 18 News at Noon will be right back after the break.